Hello, it's George, and in this video, I'm going to compare the Galaxy S24 against the iPhone 14 on a speed test. Let's find out which of these two phones is the fastest. Of course, we're going to start with a boot up test. As you can see, they both showed their logos at the same time, but something tells me the iPhone is going to be a little bit faster. The iPhone is always a little bit faster when it comes to boot up times. There it is. I think it's because Samsung has to load up Android and One UI at the same time, while the iPhone is kind of like a clean version of iOS because it's Apple's own operating system, so they optimize it a little better. I don't know, but it tends to be a little faster when it comes to the boot up times. As you can see, neither has any apps open in the background to make this as fair as possible, and they both just booted up. So it's the most fair comparison as possible. They both have the same apps on the same arrangement also. So yeah, I'm trying to make it as fair game as possible. So any differences are due to the power and capabilities of each phone. Of course, they're both also connected to the same Wi-Fi network, their own Wi-Fi, and yeah, as fair as possible. Anyways, let's begin with the camera in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Samsung is a tad bit faster. There you go. Actually, let's do it again because the camera on the iPhone was set for the rear cameras and the camera on the Galaxy was set for the front-facing camera. So I set them both for the front-facing camera to make it a little bit more fair. And, ooh, there you go. The iPhone turned out to be a tad bit faster than the S24 there. Okay, let's continue with the weather. Boom, Samsung is a bit faster. Let's continue with the settings. Boom. Okay, that was very close. I'm not really sure which one was faster. I think Samsung was a tad bit faster, but they were both pretty much identical. Let's do YouTube. Boom. Samsung is noticeably faster than the iPhone 14. Okay, so for now, they've been both either almost identical or Samsung has taken the win. Let's do Amazon. And okay, Samsung was a bit faster there. So Samsung seems to be taking the lead in this. And I mean, it makes sense. Samsung has a Snapdragon 8 Generation 3, which right now is the fastest processor you can put on an Android phone. And the iPhone has the A15 processor, which even though it's very good, it is a little bit below the A16 and a little bit below the A17. So it's not the latest and greatest. Let's do Play Store. Wow, that was insane. Wow, Samsung didn't take any time at all. It felt like it was already opened. I promise it was not. Let me do it again so you can see it again. It was not open in the background. There you go. It's unbelievable. Cuz it felt exactly like it would if the app was already loaded up in the background. That was insanity. Look at this. Oh my god. I mean, the iPhone is also very fast, but Samsung, damn. Okay, let's do Instagram. Wow, Samsung once again is a bit faster. Wow, noticeably faster. There is a noticeable difference between the. I was expecting for there to be like a couple milliseconds in some apps, but this is very noticeable. The Samsung phone is noticeably faster. Let's do Call of Duty. Maybe here things will change because this is a video game, so it also uses the graphic power of the processor, and maybe here we see a bit of a. Nah, it's exactly the same. It's a bit faster on the S24. Wow, I'm very impressed. I was expecting for there to be a difference and an advantage for the S24, but I was not expecting it to be so big. I mean, there is a noticeable difference between the two phones. There you go. Samsung's faster. Two solid seconds faster. I mean, that's not what I was expecting. This is a difference I would expect to see from phones that are like 3 years apart, not one. Wow, this is very, very impressive. Okay, let's do Asphalt 9. Boom, Samsung once again is a bit faster. And okay, so if you were wondering if because I guess we all assumed Samsung was going to be a bit faster because it's the newer phone, but if you were wondering if the difference was worth it, so to say, it is. I feel like it is worth it to consider, you know? Samsung is noticeably faster, and I feel like this difference as time goes by is probably going to become a little bit bigger. Oh, saw that? The iPhone was faster for Mario Run. Maybe it's because of the game is more optimized for the iPhone, because every other app and every other game was actually faster on the S24. Okay, let's do another run. Starting, of course, back with the camera, because maybe sometimes the phone is a little bit faster at first, but the iPhone has a better mechanism to reload things that were in the background. I don't know. Let's do it again just to make sure Samsung is always... Oh my God, once again, the iPhone is using the opposite camera. Let's do this again, using the front-facing camera. And once again, very identical to last time. The iPhone was a tad bit faster. I'm sorry, am I recording video here? Okay. The iPhone was a bit faster opening up the camera. Let's do weather. Once again, Samsung is a bit faster. Let's do the settings. Once again, Samsung is a bit faster, even on the settings, which technically, it doesn't take much power to boot up. Samsung does in a bit less time. Boom, there you go. Samsung is a bit faster. So very consistently, maybe the difference was not that big on the YouTube app as opposed to the first attempt, but it's still faster in pretty much every app. This is very impressive. So look, let's do the App Store again. That's insane. Look at that. It just doesn't take any time. It's impressive. Wow. Okay, let's do YouTube. Seems like this one was a little bit more close, but still Samsung takes the win. Let's do Call of Duty, which, by the way, Call of Duty, I was expecting it to be a bit faster on the iPhone because it's a game that's traditionally been more optimized for iOS, but once again, Samsung takes the win. That's very impressive. I mean, sure, in a lot of these reruns, the difference is becoming a little bit smaller, so more in line with what I was expecting to see, but that first run was actually surreal. Like, some of those apps were there was a 2-3 second difference between the two phones, which, look at that, 2-3 seconds right now on Subway Surfers. I mean, that's, as I said, that's a difference you would expect to see from like an iPhone 11 and a Galaxy S23, like a bigger difference in time between the two phones. But these are just 1 year apart. The iPhone, I think the iPhone 14 was like last year's iPhone phone, and the S24 is this year's Samsung phone. They are only a year apart, so there is a very big difference. Wait a minute, I was not paying attention. Was that faster? Was that faster on the iPhone? Let me just do this again because I'm confused. Oh no, I closed. Now I have to close all the apps on the iPhone to make it fair. But I wanna rerun the Asphalt 9 because I think it was faster on the iPhone. Maybe I'm tripping. I was not paying attention. I think it was faster on the iPhone. You guys know, but I just want to check. I just want to double check. No, it's faster on the S24. There we go. So yeah, besides the camera app, it seems like everything. Well, Mario Run was faster on the iPhone last time. Let's see what happens now. Besides the camera app, which seems to be consistently a tad bit faster on the iPhone. There we go. So both Mario Run and the camera app seem to be a tad bit faster on the iPhone, which may be due to optimization. But everything else, third-party apps, first-party apps, games, more complex games like Call of Duty, all seems to be consistently faster on the S24. So yeah, they are both about the same price, and I mean, if you were looking to get the fastest phone available for that price, it definitely is the S24. And if you were wondering if that difference is noticeable, yes, the difference is very noticeable. You have both phones, by the way, right now with a nice discount on Amazon. So I left I left links for both down below in the description, just in case you want to take a look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and oh my God, I'm sorry. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.